what's up? Welcome to my pop-up garage. Lovely bit of rain cover. So today I just wanted to do a quick video on how to fit the Mugen wing to the Civic fn2 Type R. I'm going to use my example and hopefully transform the car. That is pretty sexy already. But let's get started. Let's show you what we need. Okay, so quite simple on the tool front. Crosshead screwdriver, flathead will do if it's small enough. Some masking tape, especially if you're doing it on your own. Use this just to hold the spoiler in place when the bolts are out. 10mm spanner attachment or socket. 10mm. Also need, well, possibly if the bolts are in tight, if you need a bit more leverage, you can use this on your sockets just to get a bit more action. You need the wing. Look at that. That is nice. Love it. Just love that. So I got this on eBay. You can get these for around the £300–400 mark unsprayed. This is the Mugen style spoiler. I had it sprayed in the Nighthawk, which if you want a good job doing is around £200. So you can get one of these on, you know, for around the £500 mark, but it adds about £2,000 worth of value in looks to your car. I don't know why. They just don't look. Just, I don't know, if you look at the car, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't. I mean, they're nice without it, but to me, it's just doesn't look as nice as it could be. So we're going to get this on. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, one last thing. Does help just having something just to rest your tools on, and just keep them all in one place. All right, let's get started. All right, so first things first. I mean, I have loosened these bolts, but you'll have these on the left. You'll have your 10mm bolt and your crosshead there. You'll also have it on this side. I've loosened these off already. And first things first, we just need to get those out. This is your first bolt, which will go closer to the car. This front end, and you've got your crosshead, which goes further towards the rear of the car. Okay, you need to take those out on both sides. Like so. That's part one done. Right, okay, so what you'll notice is when you take these bolts out on the side, it'll loosen it, but not fully. You won't be able to pull it off, and I'll show you why now. What you've got to do is there's some compartments, and if you can see them, not so much compartments, but like attachments. It's this one here, just underneath the plastic rear view part. You'll be able to pull this out, and if you can see that, and what you need to do is you need to pull this out. Be quite strong with it. You won't break it unless you are super strong. And what that'll do is it'll pull it out, that piece out. Put that safely in the boot, and you'll notice that it'll expose 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. I need to use, I mean, I couldn't get, some nut kits will get in between these two ridges here to get them out, but I have to use like an adjustable spanner. So what we'll do, we'll get those out, and then we should be able to take the OEM spoiler off there. Okay. Okay, so the 10mm bolt does do those, but I've just used a small attachment there, and then we'll get those little nut bolts across the middle off. Okay, so I've taken those bolts off. All you've got to do now is shut the boot and the original wing should lift off. So let's see. Oh, keep these bolts safe. Easy! Easy peasy. When I say keep these bolts safe, the best way to do so is to screw them back on to there, like that, and then you can just put this to store, because you won't need those unless you want to put this back on in the future. Okay, so you need to just listen carefully for this bit. This is the only complicated bit that I came across, but luckily somebody informed me on what I was doing wrong. So the original spoiler will have two attachments that come on here. Now I've already done this. I've taken these off on this side and this side. Okay, so it's those two bolts that we did at first, the flathead and the 10mm bolt. Take them out, and you need to remember that whatever is on the left side must go on the left side of the new spoiler, and whatever is on the right side has got to go on the right side of the new spoiler. Otherwise it won't go on and you'll be kicking yourself thinking, what's going wrong? So once it's off, it will look like this. It's this bit that you need to take off. So this is the right side. The right side's in. Two bolts. These should come with the Mugen wing. Again, they are 10mm bolts, and they just bolt in and keep this secure. On the left side, exactly the same. It's really important. So it's this bit, this little housing. Otherwise, the new spoiler, it won't screw in, because the 10mm bolt goes through that hole there. Okay, so that is part 2 and 3. Part 2 and 3 done. So let's move on to part 4. Okay, so part 4, I would always recommend a test fit, especially if you're buying like a genuine fake or a Fugen or one that isn't the genuine Mugen, because they don't always fit flush, but they will fit. So I always do a test fit at this point. Okay, so show you what I mean. Okay, so that, when I say test fit, just rest it on, see how it fits. Because I have had this on the car already, and it's come off and I'm putting it back on again, what I'm probably going to have to do is just cut off any sealant or anything like that. So it's probably a good idea to take note of that if you are buying one second hand and it has got sealant on, you know, or you know, like, you know what I mean, sealant. If it isn't sitting flush, just cut it off and then you put your new sealant on, which we'll do next, but I'll get that cut off and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so like I say, this is all the crap on it. You can just pick it off, it does come up pretty easy, but like I say, if you wanted to take these on and off all the time, definitely go easy on the sealant, because it's nightmare. But for me, this should hopefully be the last time I ever take it off, so I'm going to make sure it's all sealed up properly. And also, if I shake that, there's no water in there. If I get the old one, give that a shake, because it's just had crap seal on it, it just fills up with water, and that's not what we want. Alright, so that took longer than expected, but at least I've done a test fit and it's now smooth with the old seal off. And I'll just get the new stuff on now. So the trick with this, it's just, all you want to do is just follow it all the way around the holes, fill it around there, around, you get the idea. So what I'll do, instead of boring you, I'll get it done and then I'll be back in a minute when we get it on the car. Okay, so that's the fresh application of sealant. It does look a bit messy, but once it's on you cannot see the underside. This just really helps it to bond. Like I say, it's not necessary. This is what I prefer to do. This is not what you necessarily should have to do. I just don't want it going anywhere, no matter how many bolts are in it. As it's me that's fitting it, I'm to blame if it does come off. Okay, so let's get it on. Let's get it on. Right, I don't know if you saw that, I had a bit of a nightmare. Put it on, because the sealant had started to dry a bit, it got stuck in the wrong place. Tried to pull it off, and I almost dropped it. So now what I'm going to do is just put in the screws that we took out at first, which are these 10mm bolts and the crossheads. And then we're finished. Let's get some masking tape on, just so when I flick the lid up, it doesn't go flying everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I'm nearly finished now. Just screwing back in these bolts. Just do it loose to start, we can tighten it up later. Just do it a bit looser, we'll tighten that one up later. That as well. That one. Back in there. Man. Tired. So we'll get the get that on. Okay, so lastly you just want to get the 4 bolts in that we originally took out of the OEM spoiler. These, you will get a replacement set with the Mugen. If not, you can just buy these little bolts. They screw into the middle sections of the spoilers, keep it even more secure. So once they're in, all 4 of them, and there as well. So once they're in, you're good to go. Get the cover back on, and then you'll be riding in style. Right, that's it. It's on. I don't think I quite fit it in a 5-minute video. I know it will take you between half an hour and an hour to do if you're doing it yourself, but oh, look at that. Just transforms the car. Absolutely transforms the car. Absolutely transforms it. It's such money well spent on these. I think the next video, I think it's about time I do a review on my car and what I've actually done to it. So if you did enjoy the video, you found it informative, helpful, you know, please give it the thumbs up. Apart from that, I mean, I just love my Honda. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one, and I approve this car.